Hello, guys. Welcome to the first episode of Nathan After Hours Off the Clock podcast. And today I have a special guest with me, dripping in Vanessa. That's what it says. I kind of got this ad off of Craigslist. Special guest, come in here. Come introduce yourself. What the hell? What is going on? Oh my gosh! Banged your foot. Okay, well. Today, guys, we're going to talk about two new topics today. We are going to talk about entrepreneurship, and we are going to talk about the entertainment industry on kind of what plans we have and what things we think you guys should do. Now, I'm personally new to this, so I don't really know much, but I'm going to give you like some tips that I used to kind of help my show grow a little bit. And hopefully you guys can learn from this. And why are you side-eyeing me?
I'm not.
Because I won the bet. Me.
I will smack you.
Okay. I don't want to get smacked, guys. All right, so I have a question to ask you, and you better answer in detail. Don't give me no one-word answer. Right? So, we all know you want to be an entrepreneur, right?
Right.
What is one thing that you feel like you would want to be famous for if you had your own business or be your own boss?
Realistically,
yeah.
If I could be my own boss?
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
You don't see yourself being your own boss?
No, I do, but there's so much that I want to do.
Well, we can go deeper into that, but I want to ask you the baseline question. Let's scratch the surface a little bit.
Scratch the surface?
Yeah.
Stop using big words.
Bro.
If I were to be the boss of myself,
yeah.
Real estate.
But ain't you working for somebody else? Real estate, or is that you just have your own real estate?
You do your own thing.
Bro.
With real estate, it's not hard to get it like verified. The certificate for that, you could take classes. It's only like a few weeks.
Oh, really?
Or like YouTube, but I'm not that much of a social person, so I would say either like what my mom does, like
art?
No, influencer stuff.
Oh, influencer stuff.
Because it's really not that hard to influence people. You literally just gotta put a smile on your face and be like,
talk
oh,
motivational.
I love this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys have to get it. Oh my god.
And talk motivationally.
That's literally all you have to do, and it's like that's not hard, but it's like I can't see myself doing that. That's just
like do you feel like that's not you?
Yeah, I'm not up with trends, bro. It's so like it's so bad. I'm not up with trends, so I don't know what's in.
Would you say that your mom is up with the trends?
She's a millennial. No.
Yeah, my mom is the same way. She's a millennial, but they still make it work, which kind of confuses me because I stick with the trend. I stick with the trends, and I'm not that I'm not grateful or anything for the views that I've got, but it's like, if I wanted to work long term and I wanted to like grow, I want to figure out what's something I could do outside of the box, outside of what everybody else is doing to kind of make myself grow or make myself kind of like get a name for myself out of there.
Money.
I don't have the J word. I don't have the J. We don't speak of the J word over
Well, you're
there.
speaking of it a lot right now.
Oh.
Just J dropped like 3 different times. Sorry.
Don't make me sick.
Sorry.
But regardless, I still gotta right now I am broke, and as broke people do, they gotta kind of work around those things.
Right.
So it's like, until I get that money rolling in, how do I present myself? What are some tips that you feel that you use to kind of help with networking stuff? Because you have better network stuff than I do. With
networking, present yourself, like how to present yourself is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, PR training. We'll talk about PR training first.
PR.
So, how do you feel like you present yourself if you were like on TV or online or something?
If I were on TV, I'd be really unhinged. But
like talking about like what? Just what's on your mind?
Politics.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get like banned first. You're gonna get canceled your first time on TV.
Why. Okay, well, first off, don't speak about politics. Never speak about politics. Don't speak unless you want to be in like the controversial stuff. Don't speak about anything that's opinionated.
Yeah.
Like politics, sports teams. Oh, I support this team. Da da da.
You can't talk about sports teams?
You shouldn't. Because, like, there's really dramatic people who be like, oh my gosh, she's not this fan. I can't be a supporter.
That's glazed.
I can't subscribe.
Like,
I can't do it.
I can never see people really acting that way. Like, earlier today, I saw a video of a dude yelling. He was like, what are y'all doing in y'all locker rooms? And I'm like, dude, like, it's never that serious, dog. Like, can we just enjoy the sport? Like, I've never really gotten that. And celebrities, too. They be losing most of their following over stuff like stupid sports
That's
team.
exactly what I just said. That's why you don't mention it. And with, like, networking, like, you have to be able... Like, I think you're good at this. Like, you have to be able to hold a conversation with the person.
Yeah.
If you can't hold a conversation with them, if you don't say something that piques their interest, they're not going to network with you.
What do you feel like is an example of somebody that, like... What's something I could, like, keep a conversation with for people that aren't as social as I am? If you were talking to me and I never knew anything about any of that, what is one thing that you feel like would help keep a conversation to that person? Like, what could you do to teach them how to hold a conversation better? What's one question or something or a topic?
A topic or a question you could that they would ask you or you could ask them?
That they could ask me.
Well, obviously they're gonna ask you what you do.
That's like a starter, though.
Exactly.
But you got to be able to hold it.
So a question to hold the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you makes you different? What do you bring to this table?
To the table.
Except for these plushies.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have plushies on the table. But, like, in all honesty, I feel like with the whole networking thing, people like that. People are they're very egotistical. That's something I've peeped. With certain people that, like, okay, let's say you start off as like an up and coming entrepreneur, or like you have like a business pitch and you go and you try to talk to them about your business pitch, you're growing, you're getting stuff like that, and then you just start acting big out of nowhere. Now, somebody that knows you for a minute comes to you like, hey, what's up? And you just brush them off and you just like,
I haven't peeped that.
You have?
I've never peeped that.
No, I have peeped that. Matter of fact, I peeped it at the gala that we went to.
Okay.
There was like one dude. I don't even know his name. I didn't know anybody's name.
Don't do no name drops. You gonna get my mama in trouble now.
No. I didn't even know anybody's name to name drop. But like, I just remember it was this one guy, right? And I went up to him. I was like, hey, how are you doing? Like, I just went. I was just nice, right?
Well, the thing is, he's a grown man. He got a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, if they're big, they got stuff going on. They're not gonna remember you.
They don't need to remember me if I say, hey, like, how are you doing? That's a normal person conversation.
I don't know. I don't go to people I don't know and do that.
No, it wasn't that I went up to him. Okay, let me try and see if I can act out the scenario a little bit. Now, I was walking or whatever. I was walking through the gala. What are you doing?
I'm listening.
You're trying to, like, fashion famous pose.
Stop.
Look, I walked over and, like, there was like a hall, right? And it was near the bar. I walked over.
The hall. The entrance?
Not the entrance, no. Where we were sitting at.
The red seats or the vault?
The vault.
Okay.
That's what it was, the vault. And I was sitting there. I was like walking to the edge because I went to go get something. I forgot. There was something I went to go get. And it walked past me, like we bumped into each other. I was like, hey, how are you doing? He just walked right past me.
Maybe he didn't hear
you. Hearing me? My loud ass?
It's a loud club.
True. I mean, that is true. But it's like, I guess the principle of it. I feel like I would rather somebody just say, hey. Like, you don't even have to be like, hey, how you doing? My name is... You just say, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. In all honesty, I would be okay if you just simply said hi.
I don't say hi to people.
My gosh. Well, why?
Because why would I?
Well, what if they bump into you?
Excuse me.
And you don't be like, oh, like, hi. I feel like maybe because...
My apologies, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And you just keep it short and sweet?
If I bump into somebody, I'm going to say, oh, sorry.
No, I feel like the reason why, like, in social situations, I feel like when things get awkward, I tend to ramble.
Me too.
That's something I do. So it's like, if I bumped into somebody and I was like, you know, I can't really just say, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'll be like, oh, hey, how you doing? You got 3 kids and a wife at home?
No.
And it just makes it super awkward. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Oh, how's the kids, Darren?
Yeah. He's like, my name's not Darren, dude. And that's the thing.
I'm Omar.
Exactly. And those are the things that, like, keep me up at night. Like, you ever peep that? Like, when you're getting in an embarrassing situation, you're just like, oh, my gosh, why did I say that? Why did I do that?
No, I have no regrets.
What? Can we, like, switch brains? Because, like,
No.
Yo, why? What's wrong with me switching brains with you?
Do you know what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Guys, I am highly intelligent. I don't know what she's...
Highly intelligent.
Yeah,
Highly
the people with the audio can't see my middle finger, but I'm definitely throwing the finger at you. But, like, we got to get back on topic.
Yeah,
we're
that's
totally
you.
getting off
That's not me.
Yes. Look.
You know what? You need a Spotify. That's where you
A Spotify? With this stuff on here?
Yeah.
Actually.
They do podcasts on there.
Really?
Yeah, they do podcasts on every music thing. They got Apple Music, Spotify.
Does it cost money?
I don't know.
Because, look, if it's free $99, I am going on podcasts. Okay, yeah. Podcast.
That was me smacking him, by the way.
Sorry, guys. So, okay, back to entrepreneurship. Again, we only scratched the surface of what you were talking about, but I want to go deeper into that. Like, I want to talk about other little business ideas that you feel like are kind of trendy right now. I know you don't keep up with the trends as much, but you're definitely on TikTok. I know that 100%.
Stuff that's clothes.
Clothes?
Clothes.
Like selling like a clothing business?
Yes. Clothes are so easy to make. As long as you have the stuff, or you can find websites to make it cheap, you can make bang, bro.
True.
Oh.
But, like, again, it's all, like, kind of copy and paste. Like, you see...
Exactly. People love that. They want to be like everyone else. They don't want to be themselves.
Like Temu?
What do you mean, like Temu?
Dude, the other day, when me and you was at the little cafe thing, we saw somebody with the same exact top, like, pants. And he was like, oh, I know it's fake.
Boy, that means you're fake, too. Like, what?
Yeah. You know where he gets it from. Friendly Fire.
Exactly.
Look, if I were to do, like, a clothing business, I would want it to be based off of, like, something else. Like, okay. Well, I'm trying to see if there's, like, any examples. But, like, Kanye. Let's take Kanye, for example, right? He has Yeezy. He does music. Yeah, well, why side-eye me?
Because you're talking about Kanye. Careful.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, music artists. I know music artists that have clothing brands based off their music.
His isn't based off his music.
I mean, it's based off of his brand. Most of the stuff, if there was like a music video or something, they're wearing it in the music video.
You watch his music videos?
Not all the time.
I don't watch music
Not all
videos.
the time. I don't really watch music videos.
Okay, wait.
Dude, look, this is what the people want to hear. They want to hear authenticity. Even though we're off topic, we're going to get back on topic in like 10 minutes time.
Yeah.
But look, I would want something to be based off of something else. That's why eventually I would want, like, let's say my show, for example, I would want it to kind of like branch out eventually. Just like how like the podcast is kind of something small to branch out and have other people watching. I would want to have something clothing related too and authentic to the clothing, you know, to make it kind of stand out so that...
Like, so you're talking about merch?
Yeah, I guess so. But it's like the reason why I made the little character I did, because I had that in like 4th grade. And I just kind of kept it the more that I started drawing and stuff like that. And I just kept it as like a mascot because look, if you want to be known for something, like people, for example, people look at like Spider-Man and stuff like that. And they'll be like, that's Spider-Man. He just, well, yeah, okay, look, before you look at me like that, okay, then we'll take a better one. We'll do Invincible, right? Invincible, he has no logo. He's just invincible.
I hate Invincible.
Yeah, what? He's so badass. I feel like I would want to have a mascot that people could just look.
His dad.
Oh my gosh, you and these damn dads, bro. Like, leave the dads alone.
No, he's cool because he's so like. He's a bad person, actually.
Yes, he's a horrible person. Exactly.
But he's cool.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. He's extremely buff. I would say so.
I'm trying to get like him.
Exactly. What the hell? But, like, you see, though, people look at those characters and they'll be like, he's iconic. That's iconic. That's something that I kind of kept the mascot for because
people would look at Britney Spears and call her iconic. No one says Invincible or Omni-Man is iconic.
Well, they can see a picture with Omni-Man on it with no wording, and they'll be like, "That's Omni-Man. That's iconic."
Right.
Exactly.
I'm not agreeing with you, by the way. I'm just saying that's it. So.
Yeah. But I want to have a character. The reason why I had the character so short and simple was because I wanted people to look at that and be like, "Oh, that's Nate. That's Nate." So, like, I feel like if you're going to have, like, a little business or something like that, especially if it's in the entertainment field, you want to have a mascot. You want to have something that people can look at and be like, that's you.
I guess.
What do you feel like would kind of combat that idea a little bit?
Because there's a lot of YouTubers that I watch. None of them have mascots.
Got an example?
None of them. Quinlan Blackwell, Alex Kasani, I think her name is.
Mm-hmm.
But they're mainly girls, so it's different for girls and guys. But they're not memorable because of the mascot. They're memorable because of what they do and how they act. Like if I were to do that, I wouldn't have a mascot or a logo or nothing.
Because it'd just be you.
It'd be me. My face is the logo.
Yeah. Like, kind of like Kevin Hart. Because Kevin Hart, you know, he's a guy. He's not a girl. But, he doesn't really have a mascot.
It's just their name.
Their name.
It's the name.
Their name is iconic. Is that what you're saying?
Not iconic. Just when you say the name, they're going to know who it is.
Well, yeah, because they kind of built... Again, yeah, like you said, they built off of what they do.
Or like a given nickname. The Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson, yeah. I don't know any other... Queen. Queen is like a group, but still. You know, people look... They know Queen. And they automatically know, like, oh, okay, you know, that's the band with Freddie Mercury. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, even though I would say that, you know, it's good to be known off of what you do, it's very easy to build traction if you have a, like, mascot, too. You know? Like, for example, right, well, Mickey Mouse wasn't the first thing ever made when it came to Disney. It was. No.
I don't think so.
No. But over time, he became a mascot for Disney, right? Because he was their most popular asset. Like, the thing is, I want something like that. Because, again, like, I did animation and stuff like that before my show. I wanted that character to be iconic in itself and be known related to those, like, animations and those cartoons. But then when I started the show, you know, it was kind of like... I was debating whether to keep the mascot or just leave it and be known as, like, the name. But it's like, again, I feel like it would be very good. I thought it was a really good idea to kind of half everything. Like, put cartoons in the actual show, too. Like, as an advertisements or, like, just somebody that can pop in the middle of the videos and be like, you know, go subscribe to this, go like this, go watch this video. It's iconic.
You know, it would be even more... I feel like it would be more iconic if it still had your younger voice. The squeaky
oh my
voice.
Gosh.
Yeah, hey,
bro.
guys.
No. They'd be like, why he sound like a little girl?
And we're like, who is that?
Yes. And then they hear my actual voice and they'd be like, that's a grown-ass man. Like, yo, what? Your grandma literally said I had a radio voice.
You're like abusing that.
I'm telling you, I'm going to run it dry. Like, I am going... I love when people
dry.
talk.
It's like the sponge. Like, it's like SpongeBob when he came out of the water.
What about the other one? Okay. Somebody in Dollar General came up... I was paying for my stuff, and they went behind me, and they were like, you know, you should do something with your voice. You know, that voice is really, really nice. And it is very deep, too. I was like, you know, like... I had to be nonchalant about it, because, like,
notice how every time you lower your voice, that goes lower? They can't hear you. Stop forcing it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Well, you know...
Ugly.
Yeah, I wanted people to just know me for where I was at the moment. Because, again, I feel like we're starting to get off topic, so I have to get back on topic.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you a couple questions, digging more into the surface, because I know you said that you wanted to do... like, influencer stuff, but, like, again, if you're going to be known for something you do, and you said influencer is like not really you, authentically, what would you want to be?
Anything. Like, literally, the only YouTubers I watch, they started off from doing literally anything. But time was different back then
Than it is now.
But it's like Quinlan Blackwell. She started off on Vine.
Yeah.
She was so funny. And then she's on YouTube now. And she does a whole bunch of random videos. She does vlogs, get ready with me's, cooking videos, which is the thing I would do the most. If I really start my YouTube channel, I would do cooking. Like, I do cooking channels. It's just the one thing I struggle with is the camera setup.
Like, do you have like one of those
I have tripods.
You have tripods?
And like ring lights and stuff, but
what about those little what's the things that hold the phones?
A tripod.
Oh, that's a tripod? Oh. I thought that was a camera. Okay, like, look.
Anyway.
I feel like doing vlogs and stuff like that but that's like really them keeping up with the trends. Like, if you think about it, Vine was a big thing back then, so it's like they got big off of Vine because that was the hot thing.
Yeah, but it's because they were funnier.
True, that too.
A whole bunch of people stayed on Vine. They're still, but they were famous on Vine. But now that we're here, they're not nothing.
They're not nothing.
The thing is, she's authentic. She's authentically herself, which is something I would want to be.
Yeah, you'd want to be unhinged.
Same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Too.
It's just like, what was I saying?
You were talking about how they're authentically themselves.
Yeah, and it's like I enjoy watching the stuff she does. So it's like I feel like if I were to do it, it'd be kind of similar. It's just that like if I'm not fronting, I'm probably gonna get canceled before the video is posted. I'm sorry.
Damn, don't bring her on for a second video, guys. She's gonna start yapping your ear off about politics and get canceled. Yo. Look, like, so if you were to have a YouTube channel, you would want to do like vlogs or something.
Not
like
vlogs. I hate vlogs. I don't watch vlogs.
Why? What's wrong with vlogs?
Because I don't do anything. Gosh,
like,
hey guys, I'm in bed.
A day in the life with me as I bed rot. You know.
Oh, now we're watching YouTube. Oh, let's go heat up some food.
Okay. No cuts. How long do you think that video would be if you actually had to get ready with me or day in the life?
I filmed a get ready with me before, and like but I never posted it. I did a get ready with me for morning and bedtime. It was like 2 hours total because it was morning and night. And then if I were to do like a daily vlog, probably 12 hours.
12 hours?
What do you mean?
What the hell is that, a live stream?
No!
Dude, where are the cuts at?
Okay. If I were to make a video, it'd probably be like 20 minutes if it's a whole day. And if it was to be like a get ready with me, it'd probably be 20 minutes.
From like morning to night, right? For the vlog.
Yeah.
I feel like
30 minutes is fair.
But how would you want to promote like your YouTube channel if you had one? Really
embarrassing clips. Embarrassing clips.
Kind of like how it is for me.
I just love seeing people embarrass
themselves,
including myself. Like,
my God.
The thing is, as long as you look good, you can never be embarrassed. Carry yourself in confidence. You're never ugly.
And you're never ugly. Yes, everybody's beautiful in their own way. Okay, I have a question for you. Do you feel like you'd start a YouTube channel?
I already have a YouTube channel.
Why don't you plug it? We're on a podcast right now.
Yeah, I know. I was going to tell you to put it in, just not right now.
No, you can speak. This is your time for you to get yourself out.
I can't put my username because Drippin' and Vanessa on YouTube, y'all. Follow.
Drippin' and Vanessa on YouTube.
Subscribe. I'm gonna dox all of you.
Okay, you wait. See, this is the unhinged we were talking about. This is probably gonna make people want to click off the podcast, and they're gonna probably scream in fear too and message me.
Why would they? I'm not even intimidating.
Just said you were gonna dox them. I look. If you told me you were gonna dox me, I low-key would believe you. You're crazy ass. Like and you're an unhinged ass talking about, oh yeah, I want to be unhinged. I think anybody else would be scared of you after any claim you make.
I'm just openly honest. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah. I kind of doubt that, guys.
What do you mean? Stop. No, don't expose me.
Look, exactly.
Creeper. Gosh.
Look, with your YouTube you have now, right? What is one thing?
3 subscribers, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna get you some subscribers. We're gonna get you some more subscribers after this podcast. What videos? Because I know you said you wanted to do cooking videos. Like, do you feel like you're gonna upload anytime soon? First off,
it depends, because now that it's summer, I have a lot of free stuff to do. The thing is, if I go to like really cool places, I'm the type of person that will record the whole time.
Right.
So I'll be like, oh guys, like I'm the type of person, like I know you be seeing those people on Instagram do the shorts of like reasons why you should go to this place, like the traveler promoters, the food promoters. I'm that type of person, bro. If you ever walk into a restaurant and you see me at a table, you'll think, dang, that food is really good with the way she's eating. It looks like she's literally, if I enjoy the food, you're gonna hear me from the other side of the restaurant. Oh my gosh, Mom, we need to get this again. Yeah. Get another order. Yo. We need dessert now.
So you would want to like promote the restaurants.
I love promoting.
And like, would you want to? What's the first place you feel like you would want to promote? It could be a place, it could be a restaurant, it don't matter. Country. What the hell? What the hell was that?
I had to refocus my brain.
We just went on autopilot.
Restaurant? No, I don't know. A shopping store, like a really nice shopping store.
What about a country? What place have you been to that you would want to?
I've only been to Puerto Rico and St. Croix. I'd probably say Puerto Rico. I don't want people in St. Croix.
5 reasons why I like Puerto Rico.
5 reasons you should go to Puerto Rico. The beach.
And with a little fat ass
green
screen in the background.
Piña colada. And patalillos.
So then that's 5 reasons, guys. I feel like if you edited that and put that, would you want to do like YouTube Shorts or like actual full long videos?
Both. I could do both.
That's easy. I feel like it's very easy to do YouTube Shorts nowadays because now you can just pick a really big video and then just cut it out.
I guess.
Into something like that. Because like, when it comes to people wanting to watch stuff, like you've peeped that like a lot of time entertainment wise, you've peeped that people's attention spans have lowered. Even mine. Like it's bad.
Yeah.
I was trying to watch a 5-minute video today. I put it on 2 times because I couldn't pay attention.
Ew, have you seen the meme of those big, like, huge white guys with the chin? Like, on the left side?
Yes, like, that's horrid. Yes, like, that's horrid. I just called. I was like, yeah, 30 seconds. 30 seconds in, halfway, I was like, yeah, I can't do this no more. My brain is gonna, like, fart. So I just pressed 2 times and just started, like, I looked like a Discord mod the way I was just like, it was like, and you just see my double chin just laying down sideways. I'm like, dude, that's bad. So like when I think of people watching my show, ow!
Oh my god!
What the hell was that?
It must have been the wind.
Look, now the wind. We got it on camera. Look, halfway in, I would want people to look at my videos. First off, I want my long videos, to be interesting enough for people to want to watch the whole way through. Mm-hmm. Then, second off, I would want to cut those into little pieces, and I peeped that the people that wouldn't watch the full video, I would at least want them to watch like the shorts, because I've realized something. I realized that the amount of people that watch my long videos and
are the people that were in them.
No, not really, because the videos, they get views, but it's like the short videos get way more views than my big videos.
Of course they do. You know how many iPad kids do?
Exactly. So it's like I put the funniest clips on like my Instagram and stuff like that because that's the thing that will get people to want to watch the main video. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got a question the other day and it was like, you know, how do you promote your stuff? Because I want to start promoting my stuff like you. And staring at my dogs, bro.
Why is your sock inside out, bro?
Oh, yeah, I was not paying attention to that. But, like, the answer to that question is, I feel like you gotta, again, show the stuff that people would want to watch the most. Have it, like, more bolded up. Like, if you do a trailer, like, you know how people in movies, like, they do trailers and stuff like that?
I don't watch trailers.
Really?
I hate watching trailers.
Why?
Spoilers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is true. But, like, again, like, you wouldn't want to, like, when it comes to entertainment and, like, TikTok and stuff like that, you don't really have spoilers. Not, like, regarding movies, but I'm talking about, like, entertainment-wise. You know, because especially if you're making your own, like, little short videos, I like to leave them on little cliffhangers. Because then they'd be like,
I actually hate when they leave me on cliffhangers, and it makes me not want to go back, because I forget about it. I'm like, oh, I guess I have to wait. And 2 months later, I'm like, oh, I never watched the second one.
Oh no, cliffhangers I love cliffhangers because they, again, it makes you want to. True. Okay, look, my upload schedule is not as bad as how many people are putting out their movies in like 2 years time, 2 years later for the sequel. Look, I may wait like 2 months before I post another episode.
Say, what was your last video?
Yeah, look, my videos do take a little bit before I upload because sometimes like I'll be editing and I'll be like, bro, like there's like 30 more minutes of footage I have to edit on this video. There's no way in hell I'm doing
That's another
this.
thing. That's why I'm like, I can't do this. It's too much editing.
Yeah, like again, midway it gets frustrating because I'm not a robot. I don't do this 12 hours a day. I'll do it like a little bit.
I'm about to ask ChatGPT, edit this video.
Dude,
funny.
You know how easy, like I really hope if AI does not get super duper scary, I would want it to at least have a little bit where I could just have somebody edit my videos because I don't really trust people to edit my videos.
You mean a robot?
Well, yeah, the robot to edit my videos because I don't really trust people to edit my videos. Because again, like people will tell me, they'll be like, I'm an editor. Let me edit your videos, and then I look and I'll be like, dude, like you did this. It took you 5 minutes to make this. It took you 5 minutes, and it literally took them 5 minutes. They will text me, and then 5 minutes later they'll be like, I'm done. What are you talking about, bro? Like, no. It's like I want actual effort to be put in my videos regardless of the person. I don't really care who it is, what your skill set is. Put actual effort into it. The reason it takes me so long to upload them damn videos is because the amount of effort I put in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That tortilla challenge video that I posted took a hot minute to
make. And yet
make.
it's not even done.
Oh yeah, part 2? Oh yeah, true. I am gonna film part 2 though after the basketball video.
And the whole thing broke.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on having to make like a paper trophy or something like that.
Or you could just pay me again.
Oh my gosh, you forgot I don't have a.
Stop.
Yeah, look, man, I don't have the J word, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I genuinely I want to figure out some ways that I could get it up enough for where I do make a little bit of money.
Yeah, you never catch me broke.
You can definitely catch me broke.
I know, I have.
You see our setup right now. Yeah.
Really crickets.
We got the poop emoji on the damn table. So it's like again, I would want. What were we talking about again? Editing, yes. I would want somebody that actually puts thought into it and has the time to work towards that, because a lot of the time I hate depending on people for stuff. If I tell somebody, hey, I want this edited at this time at this date, right? And they're like, oh, I got 5 different million things to do, so you're gonna have to wait. And then I'm ended up waiting a month. Sometimes they never even do it. So it's I just don't want to have to deal with that. That's why I feel again, ChatGPT get into that spot.
ChatGPT was 20 minutes.
Yeah, Chat.
Yikes.
Do they even make videos?
I don't know.
They make AI generated videos.
I was about to say that.
But I don't see them editing videos. If they do that, then that's when I'll start paying for AI. But right now, I don't feel like doing that. Speaking to AI, especially the fact that it's getting popular, that's a free bag.
Yeah, you know how many people are losing jobs?
Yes, they're losing the J word. You said the J word.
Please bleep that out.
Yes, you almost made me recoil out of my seat, bro.
I'm so sorry.
The AI is super duper popular right now. That's literally a business in itself. But it's again, that takes a lot of money too. I think I asked and I was like, now, I may be wrong about this, but I saw that they said, I saw AI generated video and I looked in the comments. You copying me?
I'm thinking, but I'm pondering.
Sure. I saw in the comments, I was like, how much do you pay for this? And they was talking about $250 a month. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you didn't see, she just side-eyed me right now. It was bad. It was bad. For something, even though that's intelligent and you can do whatever you want with it, I don't think it's worth $250 a month. Yeah,
I mean, hey, it can do anything.
True.
It's definitely worth it, but it's not necessary.
Because again, $250 a month. Now let's say I'm starting off as a little AI business or whatever. again, you're starting off with no funds. Let's just say I'm starting off with no funds. I use my only $250 to pay for that month, and I do whatever like AI business stuff, whatever I do for like a good month, and my income is $2. Now I'm yeah.
Oh my back.
Yeah. Now I'm $248 in debt. I made $2 off my income. That's more cons than pros.
Wrong. You can make anything.
You can make anything, and you're still $248 in debt.
I know. That's why I said you can make anything. That's what I just said. You can make anything.
Oh my god.
But yo, AI is fire though. Like I love using AI. You can literally ask them for a whole business proposal, and they'll give it to you.
No, they actually did. Like I saw that, and I use it every once in a while. That's another thing. ChatGPT is your best friend.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, if you talk to ChatGPT, like I used to talk to ChatGPT every single day, bro. I was burning. I don't know how much water we have left in this world with the way I was using it.
Why did you talk to ChatGPT that much?
Because I would be like, what should I do in this situation? Write this, da-da-da. And the thing is, the more and more you talk to it, the more it'll understand you, and the more you'll get from it.
So like what? It starts to understand your lingo?
Mm-hmm. I'm
really?
so serious, yes. It's a testing thing. It's a AI testing.
Dude, that's scary.
It's cool. I like it.
Like, that is so scary, but it's so smart. Like,
yeah.
it like, a ChatGPT is a good, like, outlet if you want to have, like, the hell are you doing? We Ben 10? Trying to... Oh, okay. What was that?
I want to see if it was audible.
Yes, it's audible. ChatGPT, I feel like, would be a very good, like, outlet if you want to search for, like, business stuff. Even I did it, like, at the very beginning. Like, this was for names. The Nathan After Hours show was my own genuine name. But, like, the podcast episode, I mean, not the podcast episode, the podcast name, that was ChatGPT. That was ChatGPT. Because, it was just, like, I had a brain fart. Because it was like, what do you, like, Nathan After Hours... What are you going to call it? The Nathan After Hours podcast? There's already a show. You can have a podcast and a show, but you would want the podcast to be different from the show.
Saturday Nate Live.
You know how fast I would get a copyright strike, bro? And plus, if it got popular, they're going to be like, oh, you copied our name.
No.
Literally, NBA...
No. Nate.
Saturday
Nate
Live.
Live.
And what is the abbreviations for that? SNL? Lawsuits.
You don't have to. You just put NL, Nate Live.
No.
And then you post every Saturday so people get the joke.
Oh my gosh, that's so... I don't even think people are, like... Anybody in my age range would care enough to want to dig deep. Oh, he's posting every Saturday. Now, unless he really, like...
It would be obvious, though. It's not something you have to dig for. You just be like, oh, I'm posting this on Saturday.
And they'd be like, oh, yeah, you know, that's Saturday Night Live, guys. And then you start hearing the big people talk about that are on Saturday Night Live. They're going to be like, dude, like, this is a clear fake. This is so fake. This is such a scam.
No.
And then I'll be $248 in debt again. Yeah. Yes. Look. It's definitely promising, though, like, if you use a mix of both, a little bit of creative liberty and a little bit of, like, ChatGPT, just a teensy little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot of it?
Because the thing is, you can give it ideas and it'll expand it for you. So that's what I do. I have a lot of ideas. I just don't know how to execute them.
True. Like, okay, so give us, like, an example of some of those ideas.
Ideas?
Yeah.
To execute? What did I give to ChatGPT that I executed?
Did you ask for video ideas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And what did they give you? Do you remember?
Pretty average ones, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Like vlogs?
Yeah, vlogs, OC. It mainly had to do with other people, so it's not something I could have done.
So, okay, again, like, what's something as, like, a... what's the word? I'm trying to figure out what the word is.
What's the word?
Because, again, you said you want people to be known for what you do. What exactly is it that you want to do? Now we can actually dig deeper into that, because we only scratched the surface before.
Bruh, I want to do everything. I love doing stuff. I do a little bit of everything.
Cause
I don't want to be known for art. I was already known for art for a while. I don't want to be known for art.
You don't want to be known for art?
No, that's my mom's thing. That's not my thing.
Do you feel like...
I'm good at it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
But you want to be, like, out of that.
Yeah.
Like, kind of. You want to have your own name, your own, like, thing you're known for, stuff like that. No, I get that. I mean, like, with all my brothers do content creation. Mm-hmm. Tyler does content creation, yeah.
Well, Poopy Maggie.
Yeah, he has a TikTok and an Instagram. I mean, yeah, TikTok and Instagram and YouTube.
He posts on a YouTube account still?
Barely. But even, like, the little brother Cam, he's 11. And he's already content creating.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy how every single... Yes. Even my mom a content creator. So it's like, it kind of runs in the family a little bit. But again, like, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to surface, like, not just scratch the surface when it came to it. Like, having just a YouTube channel in itself, it's like, good, don't get me wrong. If you're definitely good at what you do, you can make a name for yourself. But, like, I wanted to have something just other than that. Like, you know, I wanted to branch out. It's kind of generic just to have a YouTube channel, you know? So it's like I wanted somewhere where people could just watch me do other stuff. Like you see how people on Twitch, they have, you know, obviously their Twitch, they have Instagram clips, and then they got the YouTube. Again, I wanted that. But for me, I want to be on TV. I've always felt like I've wanted to be on TV.
The thing is, with the two people I named, Alex and Quinlan, they both started off with comedy. And they're models now. And they're acting. They're everything. They're literally everywhere. Right. That's the type of stuff I want to do. I want to do, like, comedy stuff, but, like, my humor doesn't reach most audiences. Only certain people would really find it funny. You
speak your mind.
Yeah.
In a way. So then, like, okay, so with the whole, remember you said you wanted to do something related to, like, traveling or, like, 5 reasons to do reviews, right?
I mean, I like reviews, I like the cooking stuff, I like the comedy stuff. That's the main top 2 things that I like that has to do with entertainment.
Well, why don't you mix them mix them all together? Like, just like how I told you how I mixed my animation. I was known for art, too, at one point. And I didn't want, like, after a while, it was just not my thing anymore. You know, I draw every once in a while.
Because it's like the advice I get from the content creators, and I know, like, it's like you said, your family, my family. My mom is an influencer and an artist. My brother is in the sparks of influencing.
Goes live.
Yeah, and he does the live streams and stuff. But it's like their audience is not the audience I want, so the advice they give me isn't the advice I need.
You need. What do you feel like you know some of the advice that you need?
I feel like if I just really put myself out there with the confidence that I already have, I'd be good. But it's like at the same time, I'm scared I'm going to go out there too confident. People going to be like, what the heck is this girl doing?
Definitely. I feel like my mom has always told me, she's like, always remain humble. No matter how big you get, always remain humble. That's something that I feel like I carried, like a principle that I just carried the more I did my content creation. Because again, the reason why I let people on, even if they don't have any following, like, I don't really care, because it's like, at the end of the day...
You trying to call me a nobody, bro?
No! You have a following, too! What the hell? But it's like, you know, me and you known each other for a while. I look at you as a person just like I am. You know, I don't look at you as like a peasant. I don't say, you peasant!
Boy, I got more money than you. Of course you don't.
Look, even if I was even if I was rich, I wouldn't call you a peasant because you're human just like me. So if I went up to somebody, and again, when we were talking about egos, it pisses me off because you have an ego and you're human just like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, half of them have the same skin color as me. So it's like, dude.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have to get drafted, so.
Yeah, you're joking. All right, buddy, all right. But like
they could pay their way
They
out.
could pay their way out. My broke ass ain't pay much.
Wait. What's it called? What's that? Oh, what is that stuff called when you pay, like, weekly?
Bond? Wait, what are you talking about? Pay weekly?
Yeah.
Taxes?
No.
Like...
It's nothing.
Oh.
Klarna. You know what Klarna is?
No, what the hell is Klarna?
It's a thing where you purchase something, but you don't pay for it fully when you first get it.
Oh, and you just, keep paying it over time?
Mm-hmm. You'd be like, oh, I'll do that. Like, Klarna.
Put it on my tab. Yeah, no. The thing is, my broke ass is not getting out of the draft. I'm not gonna lie. Like, next Nathan After Hours episode is gonna be me, like, at war.
Hey guys, get ready with me to pack for Civil War.
Yeah, get ready for me for war, guys. So it's like I don't know. Look, I would just try to like mix everything together when it comes to like the whole content thing, because again, like, I don't want to be egotistical or anything like that. Like, I would want to just be me, authentically me, but also, like you said, be known for something. So it's like, if I like art, it probably is on backwards. My shirt probably is on backwards, actually. I think it is. Hold on. Oh. Okay. My whole tummy's out.
Why do you have a sports bra on?
I don't have a sports bra on, guys. I have look. It's getting hot in here anyway, so I'm probably just gonna take this shirt off remotely. Oh my gosh, it was on backwards.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Dude.
Your shirt was like this the whole time.
I was literally looking in the mirror earlier today, and I was like, bro, why is my neck like, why is my shirt strangling me? And I'm like, no, it's fine, you know.
Like, you look extra flat chested today.
Yo, that's crazy. No, I look and I'm like, why the hell is my like shirt strangling my neck? Like, I don't have no neck. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, damn, like, did my neck really shrink? Yeah. And whole time,
Could never be me.
yeah, no, you, damn. Look like a ostrich.
Giraffe.
Or ostrich, dog. But like, I would want to be known for like something, like multiple things, you know, not just one thing. Like you said, how they're comedians and then influencers and all of that. But you can't really do everything. I
know.
Yeah, that's why you got to pick like
a niche.
A niche, exactly.
What the heck is your niche then?
Well, for me, I mean, I guess it's the whole influencer thing or digital creator.
I was about to say, you're not influencing nobody with this.
Yeah. Look, somebody's gonna look.
Smack your friend with a tortilla, guys. Influence, yeah.
No, you guys are gonna learn lessons from my videos, guys. I'm telling you, I'm gonna come out with multiple things, and it's gonna start being educational. Educational. Hopefully somebody learned something from listening to this today. Even though we did ramble for like 40 minutes.
You guys know, if you're over 18, be prepared for the war.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're not gonna scare them away, bro. they're not even gonna want to watch. They're just gonna hid in a bunker, bro. Like,
they're gonna start packing their stuff.
Yes, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, Nate taught me to hide in my bunker. Like, no, I want them to learn something nice. I want them to learn something about business here, okay? Because even though we're kids and even though we're young minds, I feel like, are very creative. Like, you peep that? Like, a lot of the younger kids nowadays, there's a lot of up-and-comers now. Now, some of them are copy and paste, but there's definitely people who are very authentic now. And if I were to pick something that I would, like, want to do, first off, I want to be well-rounded. I don't want to just be one thing. And like you said, you would want to do everything, but you can't do everything. So what's 3 main things that you feel like are your best traits?
I literally named it.
No, not content-wise. I'm not talking about that.
My best traits?
Yes.
Honesty, like personality traits.
Yeah, because again, like, you're gonna have to be social when you go in person. And
my
stuff like
honesty. I would say my humor. Like, I'm a really funny person, but the thing is, in order to get my humor, you have to know me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if I was to joke the way I joke with you with a person I just met, they're gonna be like.
Well, that's how.
And that's the exact face they make, by the way.
Really?
They're like.
Oh, they give you like a little stank face.
They get concerned.
No, I feel like.
Sorry, did I scare you?
Yo, no, you look.
They be asking, are you autistic?
Yo, that's crazy. yo, look, if you look in person, that gives you a full opportunity to let your audience get to know you. Like, on the first episode of my show, you can literally hear somebody shout the N-word in the. If you listen closely, you can hear somebody shout the N-word, and I was like, dude, like, that's crazy. But I kept it in anyway. Why? Because I guess people find that sort of stuff funny. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't get disrespectful on my show. Not fully. Maybe sometimes. But we, not disrespectful enough to where it makes you want to stop watching. You know what I'm saying? It's like not dark humor, but very, like, dim humor. Is that a thing?
Ew. Who's bro feeling like?
Yeah, dim humor. It's like you said, a little bit unhinged, but then you got you. You got authentically you. So it's like, if you're gonna do YouTube and stuff like that, why do you have to, obviously newcomers are gonna be like, what the hell is this lady talking about? But that also gets people talking. You gotta understand, regardless of good or bad content, you have people watching. That's publicity.
I mean, I don't want bad publicity.
Well,
Good or bad, personally, to me, it matters. That's like, Ash Trevino's like, oh, I'm getting watches, so it doesn't matter. Girl, they're watching, just mean they like you. I want people to like me.
That is true. Yeah. You want to be a likable person. And that's what you could use your little traits in, like, presenting yourself. Like, what I did was with my 3 traits, because I feel like a lot of people, what I peeped, instead of like...
I don't even know my 3rd trait. I only said 2.
Well, let me give you a chance to say your 3rd one. You just said you don't know it.
Cause you cut me off.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm listening.
Okay. Honestly, humor,
Would you talk about, like, are you a social person?
Depends. It's like, there's there's the extrovert, introverts, and the middle one. What's it called? Omnivert, something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm that type of person. I'm an omnivert. Like, I'm only very social when I'm around a comfortable person.
A comfortable person, right? But like, if it's somebody, like, would you say new?
If it's somebody new, it depends on the situation. Like one day at the school, that we had a whole other school come to our school,
right? And
we had to hang out with them for the whole day.
Really?
So when I was with them, I was the most social person out of everybody there.
Was it because of their, like...
Because no one else was talking. So usually, if someone else isn't gonna take the lead, I'll take it.
So that's where you feel like the social awkwardness comes in, where you just start to ramble.
I'll be like, oh, no.
Yeah, I'm like,
do you
damn.
like that?
And then you
and they'll be like,
yeah,
I guess. Yeah. I'm like,
exactly.
I'm embarrassing myself so you can feel comfortable.
That's what I'm
comfortable.
saying. And it's like I'm constantly repeating myself. I'm like, that's funny. Yeah.
Ugly.
And they'll be like, what the hell are you... They'll be like, bruh. And then you see people side-eye and they're like... They start, like, laughing because of the silence. I'm like, dude, I'm silent because you're silent.
I literally crash out. I do not care.
Yes. Well, like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm going to be like, I try to break the ice. I'll be like, am I mudded? And the thing is, they'll laugh. And yes. Like, I'll be like, am I mudded, guys? Like, hello. And, like, I try to break the ice that way. But not try to be too corny. Because, like... Then they're gonna be like, shut the hell up.
Yeah, you definitely leave an impression with that corniness.
Yes, but you got to be like semi-corny. Like you got to know you're corny. You have to let it be.
I'm corny as heck. I don't care. I'm like that iPad cringe humor. I let it all out when I first meet a person, so I don't have to do a build up.
That could be your 3rd trait, corniness.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! Never mind, guys. We're gonna give you a new trait. We're gonna talk about your smartness. Yeah, your smartness.
5 plus 5 is 10.
Yeah,
and 9 plus 10 is 21. 2 plus 2 is 5. That's what I hear every time I'm around you.
That's crazy. That's actually a very bold statement. And just for that, I'm going to leave you $248 in debt. Sorry, I keep talking about it. I just want to rage bait you. Stop side-eyeing me like that. I'm gonna rage.
Seems like it's the opposite way.
No, see, you're actually like a master at rage baiting me, and I literally don't know how. It's very quick. No. It's very easy to make me angry. I peep that. Like, I peep people at school, and it will literally be the way that I talk too. Because a lot of people tell me I don't talk like I'm Jamaican or black at all. They talk to me like I'm like a surfer dude or something. Like when I talk, ow. When I talk, they'll...
I'm telling your grandma.
Yeah. When I talk, people are like... They're like, ew, dude.
That's how you sound.
Bro, ow. I don't sound like that. I think I sound pretty professional. Like, when I talk to people in person... And that's crazy because I get 2 mixed reactions. I get people talking to me like I'm a surfer dude, and then I get people talking to me like I'm Morgan Freeman. Or like the Allstate guy.
Oh, my face.
Bro, like, but I'm so dead-us, bro. Like, actually, dead-us. Yes, I'm trying to limit how much I curse on here. Because there's no way in hell I'm cutting this, bro. I don't feel like cutting it. But, like, Yeah, the third trait I would say that you can put into it is like, well, intelligence or professionalism. Like, I feel like if we walk, like, we'll take the gala for example. Even though you were kind of like shy, you still like held yourself well in the position that we were in. Now me, I looked like a goofball. I'm gonna be honest with you. I looked like a complete nut in there with my long ass Michael Jackson shoes. And I don't feel like I fit in too well, like, especially how awkward I get.
I feel like you were really good with the social setting, the standard of how much people are supposed to speak.
Yeah?
You talk a lot. I didn't talk enough. Like, I was supposed to be talking, but the thing is, it's because, like, since it's like I look older, but I also look younger at the same time.
Yeah.
People will look at me and think I'm 18, and then they hear me talking, they're like, oh,
you sound younger, you sound 14.
Oh, and then they'll be like, how's school going?
Oh,
shit. I'm like, see, I'm trying to be serious with you right now. I'm gonna air this place
really?
out if you keep playing with me.
No, actually, like, you know what's funny? It was kind of like the opposite, but for me, because the way I looked on the outside, I looked like a 14-year-old boy.
Or a doofus.
Yeah, I looked like an actual dork with my little bow tie and glasses. Like, I looked like a genuine nerd. And somebody went up to me, they was like, "You work here?"
I'd cry. I'd leave.
I actually, the thing is, I had to clear it up because I could literally feel, like, the aura just leaving my body. Like, I was like, like, I was like, and then I'm like, halfway, I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep a conversation with this guy, and I'm going to leave him with a different look on me than how I started. And it worked. It literally worked. I kept the conversation. First off, he heard my voice, and he was like, oh. And then second off, like, afterwards, we had a conversation. He was like, oh, like, yeah, he seemed, we both kind of left the conversation not awkward or like, oh my gosh, what the hell just happened? No, we went out we left the conversation confident on both ends, and it was both professional on both ends. Now me, after the conversation, and he looked away, I was like, yes. I was like, I had a conversation, I didn't shit my pants. Yes. Yeah, okay, why you side-eyeing me like that again? But like I feel like that was just something from the social standard. I know I ramble a lot when it comes to these people, which I'm trying to fix because I feel like I kind of overshare. But like, it's more of kind of like a defense mechanism. Like, I ramble off of like impact depending on the situation I'm in. When we was in the other part, not the vault, the bar.
Okay.
Yeah. I was completely shy in there. I literally looked like a deer in headlights. Like, the vault,
You were talking to more people out there than in the vault. What are you talking about?
I know, but it was like, it was more of them coming up to me because it kind of looked like they felt bad at the way I looked so scared.
No.
I had my, like, you know, then people, when they talk about, they be like, oh yeah, my mans wants you, and he's in the corner of the party, like, holding his hands in his pocket. That's literally how I look. And I was like, how do I look? Like, my hands were in my pocket, my neck just looked extra short and cuffed. Like, I looked so unconfident, and they were coming to me, they're like, you okay? And then when I was like, yeah, I'm okay, we just kind of kept the conversation. The reason why I talked to so many people over there was because I was so scared that they came up to me, and I just kept the conversation going. Since that's my defense mechanism, the whole what's it called, social awkwardness, rambling thing, they would bump into me. Yes, they would bump into me. Ow!
Look at that.
It was to visual representation. They would bump into me, and then it would just like I'd be like, like I was like, like a genuine like an NPC. Like you know when you like.
How do you do that?
Yeah. Like you run into like an NPC in like GTA or something, and they just stay like, hey, watch it, dude. Like that's kind of how it was. Like, I just started rambling as soon as they bumped into me, and I guess it's a good trait because it makes me able to keep conversations for way longer.
As long as you're not too pushy, you're good. Like, the thing is, if you is the
body language,
not body language, the first impression that matters the most when it comes to networking. The first impression, your body language, matters because it's your first impression. when it's your first impression, you don't want to come off too pushy, but you also want to know what you're talking about, and you want to be able to influence it without forcing it onto somebody.
Yeah. No, I get that.
You don't want to come off like those door-to-door salesmen. They'll be like, do you have this? Oh, we can give you this. Da-da-da. Do you want this? Da-da-da. Oh, but you should do this. Oh, wait, but we have this sticky deer package.
Yeah, and they'll be like, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be like, they called my name for a drink. Yeah.
Yeah. See, like, you got to know social cues. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Social cues. You got to know when people are realizing you talk too much, and that's something that I'm very good at. Like, you start to peep. First off, my mother, she reminds me before they even say anything, right? You know, for example, like, I had my girlfriend's stepdad come to my grandmom's house or whatever to come meet my family or whatever, and I was talking to him, you know, about, like, school and stuff like that, and my mom, I guess, she went, like side-eye. She was like, poof. And now I thought she was, like, trying to make fun of me for something, so I asked her, and then, like, later down, like, she pulled me aside and she was like, dude, you're rambling to him.
Yeah, that's like, it's
Gosh.
what was I gonna say? It's like with the rambling,
like, because if you talk too much, you're gonna make the conversation uninteresting, and you're gonna make them zone out.
You want them to wonder about you. That's the thing. You don't, when you make your first impression, you don't want to say too much, but you also want to say more than enough. Not more than enough, but like enough
To where they walk out the conversation like, I want to know more about that guy.
With them. Yeah.
I want to know more about that guy.
That's what networking is. It's literally a game where you have to make people curious about you.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Before, I didn't really know that. In all honesty, I thought it was just being friends with somebody.
No.
Because
just because you're friends with somebody doesn't mean they're going to give you that connection.
True. And like, when it came to it, I feel like I was a lot more, like, confident once they introduced themselves. Now, don't get me wrong. I was a deer in headlights and I rambled for, like, the first couple minutes. But then, like, afterwards, I breathed and I was like, okay, this is another person. You know? Again, when it comes to the whole body language as an entrepreneur, you don't want to, like, look, you know, down if you can talk and you look them in the eyes.
That's
but
why
not,
I'm
yeah.
saying confident.
Yeah. But don't look at them too much. Like, don't stare into their soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to blink, you want to look away 2 seconds, come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do, at least. That's my method.
No.
You look at them all the way through?
You have to. You
really?
keep them hooked. If they don't look away, they're into it.
Really?
Really.
That's, like, scary. Like, I can't, my body just...
No, my body, like, physically reacts to it, and I, like...
Exactly. Yeah, the gagging is real.
Yeah.
Like, my body, like, that's the thing. When I look into people's eyes for so long, I just start to... Like, I just start to twitch, and I just jump out of my seat.
I don't know who it is, but I've been talking to some of the teachers, and they'll just be like, yeah, right, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're not taking my soul, bro.
I look at their forehead. I look right
or
here.
in between their nose, right here.
The bridge.
Is this what it's called?
Yeah.
The bridge? Well, the bridge of their nose. I look at the bridge of their nose.
Right now, I'm looking at your forehead.
But it looks like you're looking at me.
Exactly.
That works. I'm taking that. You got a big ass head. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Okay, but like, I really like. I want like Sorry, I'm still thinking about your head. It's like I close my eyes. Okay, ow. But like, again, like, you want to have a proper body language. You want to present yourself. Look, the hands in your pockets thing is cool, but people can clearly tell that you're nervous.
No, you're never supposed to speak with your hands in your pockets.
Really?
You're never supposed to speak with your hands in your pockets.
You don't think so?
That is horrible public speaking.
Oh, no.
Not just public speaking. Just
conversations?
It's just horrible. You're supposed to keep your hands in front of you. You never put them behind your back. You keep them in front of you. If it makes it easier for you to talk, you can literally move your hands as you're speaking, because not only does it intrigue them, but it keeps you moving and it keeps you talking.
What about if you roll your arms like this? Like,
You never keep your hands locked up. Never. Nothing. If you stand up there like that, it's going to make you look arrogant. If you stand with your hands in your pockets, it's going to make you look like you trying to be nonchalant, or they're going to read and say that you're nervous. If you keep your hands behind your back, then you're definitely nervous.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, I wouldn't want to keep my hands behind my back or, like, twiddling with my thumbs or something like that.
And it's like, you really just shouldn't keep your hands closed.
So you're just saying I should just stand like a robot, like an
No.
NPC?
You can move your hands around, just never keep them, like, in the same...
Locked?
You never keep them locked behind your back or in your pockets. There's the 3 rules.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like in situations you just kind of like autopilot to that.
The thing is, with public speaking, I'm way better at public speaking than I am with conversating with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, way better. That's why I did the contest.
Well,
I
yeah.
love public speaking.
But it's you're exactly. But your words are kind of like premeditated before anything. You know what I'm saying? Because with speeches and stuff like that.
That's why I'm better at it.
Yeah.
Because I know what's gonna happen. I know what I gotta say.
But like in a stressful situation, you feel like you just don't know what
I
to
will
say.
crash out.
Really?
What you mean? Keep your hands in my...
Yeah. Like move. No, but like Again, there's body language. We talked about body language. We talked about ideas. What advice would you have for somebody that's like starting something new? Like how would you promote your stuff?
Well, let's see. There's different ways to go at it. The way I went at it, instead of actually going for it, I did my research. So while you were doing all the videos,
mm-hmm.
I was looking at analytics.
Mm-hmm.
Of Instagram, YouTube, TikToks, every single social media, writing it down, keeping note, what day is the best to post, who's my audience, what should I do, da-da-da. So instead of posting, I was looking up stuff. You could look up stuff, but it's not necessarily needed. Right. If you just want to jump for it, mm-hmm. go for it. Because trust, if you already know what you want to do and who you want to attract, you're going to end up doing that.
Yeah, and it's like, if you're, again, this is where the authentically you part comes in, because it's very easy to just copy and paste. But if you want to, be like away, like outside of the box, I definitely think doing your own thing and starting up as you, like, okay, I used my strengths in order to promote my stuff. So what I did was, again, I'm a social person. So I knew that if I talked to people and I held conversation with them, and I told them about my stuff, you gotta be nice. Again, be nice. It's not that I'm not a nice person outside of the camera. Yeah. But I just like being social. I like talking to people. Why do you look like that? Ew.
Here's my piece of advice. If you can't watch your own video and find it entertaining, no one else is. If you don't enjoy what you do, no one else is going to enjoy to watch you do it. Because if you're going to be doing it miserably, who's going to watch that?
Yeah, don't treat making videos or having your own business like a chore. You know what I'm saying? For all that, just don't do it.
If you don't enjoy it, it's pointless.
It's pointless.
That's
Again,
the whole point of content creation, entertainment. Media.
Exactly. It's not like
something to enjoy.
A lot of people being copy and paste or copying somebody else. Where's the fun in that? Where's the part where it's you? You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to streaming and live and stuff like that. It's very... Yeah, it's very close. Like, everybody's doing the same things over and over, and I feel like that makes it kind of boring because you don't really have nothing new to watch. How do I know that you're different? But yeah, I don't know. With that, I want to close out this episode of the podcast. I feel like we've talked a long time. We've talked for almost an hour and 10 minutes.
Basically an hour.
And again, I feel like we did a pretty good job for the first episode. Even though we did ramble, I hope you guys learned something out of this. The next episode, I need you guys to tune in for episode 3 of the Nathan After Hours show. We're going to be doing a 3-point challenge, and I've got a bunch of people on that I feel like you'll love. So stay tuned. Marla, yo, what the hell are you doing, bro?
You never seen that meme?
Yo.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Yes, you're going to have to show me that.
Show you.
But like, is there anything else you wanted to plug before we depart?
My TikTok, my Instagram, my YouTube. Go follow me, guys. I post thirst traps. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh. Usernames? Give them usernames.
Oh, you can't put that in the caption?
I can put them in the caption, but I don't feel like editing, dude.
Okay,
this
well, you're going to have to because my usernames are all dripping in finesse, but they're all spelled differently.
Okay, I'll leave a link inside the bio of this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed the next episode. We're going to be talking about spiritual stuff, so I want you guys to tune in. I'm going to have some people on for that. You guys better stay tuned. And this is the Nathan After Hours Off the Clock podcast. Please watch. Get ready for the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.